Welcome to Selfish Confidence, a place where we can connect and be real about how hard it is to be your damn self. My name is Jess, and my goal is to help you build confidence and belief in yourself to live any life path you want, even if it's unconventional. It's time to flip off societal pressures and connect with women who've also felt on the outside by their life choices. We're here to encourage you to grab the mic and speak your truth. I know it can be scary, but we're in this together. Let's get started. Hello, and welcome to this week's Confidence Corner. Oh, Monday, am I right? I had a nice slow morning, so I am so ready to sit down and to chat with you today. I wanted to touch on something really exciting that if you saw in your email yesterday, the Barbados International Selfish Confidence Retreat is live. It's live. You can get your spot if you're just like, I need to get there. I'm itchy. I'm ready to go. There are only 5 spots left. So if that's something that you've been thinking about, do not wait on it too long. All you need to sign up is a $350 deposit, and then it'll formulate a 10-month payment plan for you. So everything will be paid in full by March 29th of 2024. And I'm just like counting down the days. I think it's something like 315 days till Barbados retreat. And so if that's something that you're just like, yeah, I need to be there. I want to boost my confidence. I want to swim with the turtles. I want to explore the island with incredible women. Check out the show notes if you're listening to the recording, or check out my link in bio on Instagram. You'll be able to see where you can sign up and get all the information for the retreat. And again, there's only 5 spots left, so do not wait. Go over there and check it out now. The private villa is beyond. I wish I was living there right now. I'm not going to lie. And I can't wait for this experience. So if that's something you've been thinking of, please go check it out, because I know those 5 spots aren't going to be sitting there too long. But today I wanted to talk to you about something that came into my head last week when I was driving home to visit my parents for a couple days. And on my drive, I had this visual of a pie chart, and it brought me right back to 4th grade math when I'm like, oh my gosh, these pie charts. I always thought those were really cool. Of all the charts and all the math, pie charts were really cool. But I had this moment of that 100% that we give, and we try to give in every area of our life. We're like, I am all in 100% on my health, and I am all in 100% on being a parent, and I am all in 100% on my business, and we're all in 100% on everything, right? On my marriage, on, my friends, on my activities. We're like, I want to be perfect in everything. But we all know, if you remember 4th grade math, that's not possible. That pie chart, you can't have 110%. It's just not an option. There's only really 100% of you that you can give. And as I was driving home and I was thinking about this, going to go spend time with my friends and with my family for a couple days, I knew that there was other areas of my life that I was going to have to sacrifice to have that time. And I hate the word sacrifice because I truly do believe you can have it all. You can. But it's in certain rations and in certain portions that's a possibility. So knowing that I was going to spend time with my family for a couple days, it meant I was going to take a couple days off from my business and things were going to be a little quieter. And of course, I could delegate and I could get things done still while I was away, but it wasn't going to be the same. Same thing goes for my marriage. If I'm all in on my family, spending time with my parents and with my best friend, of course, Glenn, my husband, is going to be doing his own thing here too. But that's going to take a piece of that pie chart because I'm using it towards family and friends for a few days. It's just how that pie chart works, right? And it's so important that you look at yours, because when it comes to that perfectionist, I've been there. I am still a recovering perfectionist. I want everything to be perfect, but it can't be. And last week, the reason why this popped up was because I was pushing so hard to get everything done in order to spend a couple days with my family that business looked like 75% of my pie chart from like Monday to Wednesday last week. It was so full of work that other things kind of sacrificed and put to the side. Spending time with Glenn again, poor guy. He's okay. We're good. But it's spending that extra 25% on other things, right? It was a moment when I was walking the dog and I was like pulling her. I'm like, girl, you got to come on. You got to hurry up. I have another meeting. Like I was trying to make this a quick walk and she's dragging. Like she's like, this is my time. What are you talking about? We can't go home yet. And that's when I realized I had been putting so much into business and into work over the last couple days that I didn't have time for my dog, that I didn't make time, that I was pushing her into this like 5% of my pie chart. And that kind of hurt. It kind of like stung in my stomach because I felt really bad that I didn't have time to be able to take her on a proper walk, that I was pulling her along for the 5% that I had to give her that day. And in that time when I'm really focused and driven on my business, my kitchen's a mess. My house is a mess. You only get to see a little corner here if you're on live on Instagram. The rest, my desk, everything can be so messy. But you don't get to see that part. Same thing goes with some influencers that you're watching on social media and you wish, oh my gosh, they can do it all. They do it all. I wish I could do that. They're only showing you what you want to see. They're not showing you the behind the scenes and the messy things, and maybe they're delegating and they have support, right? They might have a cleaner or a nanny or a cook. They might have support that you don't see. Yet we're comparing ourselves. We're comparing our 100% to their 100%, and we're only seeing 50 of theirs, right? Remember that as you look at your pie chart and you're like, what's important to me? And this is going to change every single day. Just like last week, business was 75% and everything else fit into that 25. My self-care was a little lower, time with my husband was a little bit lower on the list. And that just became the reality for a couple days. But that doesn't mean that yesterday when I got home, I wasn't able to give, 75% to my husband and maybe 25% to business. It changes every single day. And what I do is I ask myself a really simple question, like, what do I need today? Where do I need to prioritize my time today? And this morning I got to spend some extra time in self-care. Sometimes self-care can be like 5% on my pie chart, and other days it can be 50. It really does vary. And it's so important that you know that this can change every single day. You 100% can have it all. You can have it all. You can have that big dream that you have, the business, the booming business that you have, CEO of a company, the family, 100 pets, the farm life, the hobbies. You can have it all. But some days it's just going to look different on what that ratio is. And it's so important that you give yourself some grace on the days that maybe your hobby farm takes up 75% of your day and you only have 25% for everything else. So you order pizza in, right? So you sit down on the couch and just breathe for a little bit. So you don't have that much time to spend with your kids, or you ask a friend to pick up your kids from school that day. That's not going to be every day, but some days it's going to look like that. And it's so important that you delegate and you give yourself some grace in those periods when life looks different. It's interesting because when we see that pie chart and we see that we're giving, 50% to business and 50% to family, but some days it's 75 one way and 75 the other way, you know what I mean? And we beat ourselves up that we weren't able to pick our kids up from school. Or we beat ourselves up because we had to take a really lame 10-minute walk with our dog and they were pretty mad about it, right? And maybe they showed their frustration that they weren't a priority. But it's not going to be like that every single day. And that's why it's important that we give ourselves grace when we have that pie chart. And sometimes it leans in a different direction because it can't be 100% for everything. You can't be 100% a mom today and 100% a CEO. There has to be some give there. And it's so important that you start to see that you're not disappointing others and you're not disappointing yourself if that ratio looks different day to day. It was also I was watching a reality TV show the other day, and a person was having a bit of an emotional moment. And they're just like, I'm trying to be the perfect wife and the perfect, friend and the perfect daughter and the perfect worker and the perfect everything. And it's just not working because that is not possible. We can't be perfect in everything every single day. Maybe one day you're really perfect on that nutrition because you've just been killing it and that's where you put your energy. But there's another day where it sacrifices because you're really busy and put your energy into something else. That's how it works. We can't be perfect in everything every single day. And I don't know about you, but I really needed that reminder last week because I want to be the perfect daughter, the perfect wife, the perfect dog mom, the perfect business owner, the perfect coach. I want that. I want everyone to be like, yay, Jess, you did it. You're here for me. I'm so grateful. But it just can't work like that. Sometimes we have to take a little bit, and we have to take some for ourselves too, right? You notice how in that list, not one of those was like, I want to be the perfect me for me. It was something for everyone else every single time. I still struggle with it too. So I want you to look at your pie chart, look at where you're putting your priorities today, and see where maybe you can make some changes and make some differences for tomorrow. What can you do differently tomorrow? Maybe today didn't feel that great. What can you do differently tomorrow? Maybe you need something else. Maybe an emergency pops up, right? Something at work and you're just like, crap, I really have to deal with this. Everything else is going to take a back burner. Give yourself some grace for those other things that have to go backwards and for what you have to put your focus on right now. And again, if you have to delegate, if you have to get someone to pick up your kids from school, if you have to order pizza for dinner, it's okay. Because even though that pie chart may not look exactly how you want it to look today, every day you gave 100%. Every single day, you give 100% of yourself. You're just like that battery on your phone. It's going down, right? You're giving 100%. So even on the day that you sit on the couch and you take a whole rest day and you, at the end of the day, you're like, I'm so lazy. No, change that mindset. You gave self-care 100% that day. That's a beautiful gift that you could give yourself. And instead of sitting in that negative mindset that comes when we look at our pie chart, look at it in a way that feels really good for you. Shift that mindset around and focus on what's important for you today. And maybe that's self-care, and maybe that's business, and maybe that's the kids. It's going to look different every single day. I hope you have a wonderful day. And if you want to draw a pie chart out and send me a picture of how yours looks today, because I did one in my journal today and it was really fun to do. Brought me right back to the 4th grade where I could sit and color in my pie chart and be like, this is what I'm doing. This is what I have left for self-care. Ooh, maybe I should change that a little bit tomorrow. I hope you're having an awesome day and a wonderful week. And you're prioritizing what needs to be done today. I'm so freaking proud of you.
What's up, sis? I am so glad we could hang out today. If you love this episode, send it to a friend or share it on your social media and tag me so I can personally thank you for helping me sprinkle some confidence in the world. And don't forget, you are magic. Let's show the world your shine.